Welcome back. This is the part 3 of learning how to plot using AutoCAD 2D for surveyors. In our previous class, we talked about plotting with your bearing and distances. And today, we'll be talking about plotting with coordinates. Note, there are different instruments that can be used to collect data from the field. We have the handheld GPS, total station, and most current of them all, RTK, real-time kinematic. These instruments are used to collect coordinates. These are used to what surveyors use to pick coordinates in their various sites. And this is the information as a cartographer that you will use to prepare or draft the job which has been given to you. Now we'll be talking about plotting with coordinates, and I'll be talking about plotting with RTK first, information gotten from an RTK, and the second one, coordinates picked with handheld GPS. Now, why am I giving those two examples? RTK is considered to be very high in precision, extremely high. Information is 99.9% correct. Hence, surveyors don't use tape after using RTK to pick their points in sight. But those that use handheld GPS most times use tape because the room for error with your handheld GPS is far higher than that of RTK. So when someone picks points with RTK and send them to you, there's no need to ask for distances. But when the person picks with handheld GPS, you need the person to also take measurements, manual measurement with the tape for confirmation and alignment. So I'm going to tell you about how you can plot the two. Now the first one, when you get the information, probably since these are early classes, we'll be using all examples will be 4-point jobs, just 4 points. Now, this is our first job picked with RTK. All you have to do is to enter the coordinates. Enter them clockwise. You pick your line. After picking your line, you click in the environment where you want to plot. You enter the first coordinate, which is 299927.78. Always remember, as I said in our previous lessons, when you're imputing your coordinates, you can also be watching your command line to see if you're putting in the right coordinates. And when imputing your coordinates, you must always differentiate the eastern coordinate and the northern coordinate with a comma. So after I've imputed my eastern coordinate for that point, I will now press the comma symbol. Then I will now type 541,708.73. Enter. It will take you straight to the point. Now you can zoom out and zoom in to get to that point. Then you enter your second coordinate, which is 299,955.48. You press your comma again before entering the northern coordinate, which is 541,721.49. You press enter. You enter the third coordinate, 299,968.25, comma 541,693.79. Enter. And you enter the last one, 299,940.55, comma 541,681.03. You press enter. You can either impute the first coordinate. For the job to close, you can either impute the first coordinate back which you need to just call press entering again by saying 299.927.78, comma 541.708.73. Enter. It will now go back to the starting point, closing up the job. Now from the sketch, we have been told that the road is a third road and the distance of the road is 7 meters. How can we impute that to our job? You pick your offset tool. When you click the offset tool, you type in 7, then you press your enter. The mouse, the cursor will change to a little box. You go to the side where the road has been indicated. You click the line and click outside of the land. It will give you your road. Just as we said in our previous class, the next thing you need to do is to bring out your distances. You bring out your distances, your bearing, and your minutes. You show them in your plan. How do we do that? You pick your align tool, you right click, you go to any side of the land. You can start from anywhere. Let's start from here. You click, you bring it out. Always note that when plotting a job in survey, the distances is placed inside the land, not outside. The bearing and the minutes are placed outside, while the distances are always inside. Then you place, you repeat. Now, while plotting, always note that the last command is still somewhat active. Instead of going back to pick that tool again, maybe it will be a little bit stressful, you can just right click. It will tell you repeat align. You click that repeat align, then you right click. You bring out the distance from this side. You right click, you repeat align. You do that for the 4 sides of the land. Now that has been done. The next thing to do is to also bring out what you can use to write your access road, your bearing, and minutes. So the first thing I'll do is to explode this text from the line so we can copy them. If you don't explode them, it will be difficult for you to copy. So after highlighting all, you come and click the explode tool. It will explode. Then you now copy. You right click, you copy selection. You move outside, and I'll also place an extra one here that I'll use in writing the third access road. You copy these as well. You repeat same here. And here as well. After doing that, how do we know the bearing and minutes of each line? Like I said in our previous class, you click that line, come up and look for your list. You click your list. You will see it here, angle in XY plane. Now the bearing for this line is 65, the minute is 16. So most times you can just cram it and edit and write it. But to close room for error, you can copy it. You right click, you click copy. You close the box. When you double click here and you backspace, you just right click again and click paste. It will paste what you copied. Now in order to bring out our degree sign, you can backspace that D, hold your shift key and the percentage key, press it twice to come out twice, then you press D. The percentage sign has come out. Then you just space it to convenience. That's all. Here we can edit and indicate our access road. We repeat same here. You check your list. You copy. You clean and paste what you've copied. You bring in your degree sign, space to convenience, and you click outside the box for it to align. You repeat everything in the four sides of the land. Note, this is one of the easiest ways of plotting. I guarantee you, if you follow my classes and practice accordingly with what I'm teaching and things I'm yet to teach, you'll be a master doing this. I've been doing this for over a long period of time. And believe me, these are one of the most simplest methods of plotting. Now, I will just copy a line, keep between this line to extend my road, because this is to show that the road continues after the land. It's obvious the road is not only serving my land. So now the last thing we have to do here is to check the area of this land. You come up close to the list, you see a tool labeled area. You click. How do we check area? Like I said also in our previous class, you click the 4 points. You can as well click 5, just like we imputed the coordinates for closure. When you click the first point, you click the second point, you click the third point, you click the fourth point, you right click, you check your command line, you will see the area, and the area here is 930.24. You copy and paste where you will need it when preparing your frame. If you are good at cramming or you have already brought your frame out, you can just take it up in your head and edit. But you can just as well copy and keep. Why I'm doing it this way, because we have not prepared our frame and I've not brought the frame here. That's why. This is how you plot with coordinates picked with AutoCAD, because the accuracy is super high. There is almost zero room for error. 99.9% correct. So jobs plotted using AutoCAD, coordinates picked with AutoCAD, are very easy and stress-free. Very easy and stress-free. So this is how you plot a job with coordinates picked from AutoCAD. You just impute and go straight to your job, because there is no room for error. Now, I will teach you how to plot using coordinates picked with handheld GPS in our next class. Thank you. God bless you. Keep watching, subscribe, support what we are doing, and it will energize us to do more.